Imagine a car so powerful, it doesn't just aim to compete with European supercars, it threatens to embarrass them. The brand new 2026 Corvette ZR1X isn't here to play nice. It's engineered to rewrite what we thought an American muscle-bred supercar could be. From shocking horsepower numbers to tech straight out of a concept lab, this machine is already raising eyebrows in the industry. But does it truly have what it takes to dethrone legends like McLaren and Ferrari? Let's find out. The 2026 Corvette ZR1X isn't just another addition to Chevy's lineup. It's the car that could redefine how America builds supercars. For decades, the Corvette has been the symbol of raw power, wrapped in a package everyday drivers could actually dream of owning. But this time Chevy has aimed higher, much higher. The ZR1X isn't targeting Mustangs or Camaros. It's pointing its sights directly at McLaren, Ferrari, and Lamborghini. That's not just ambition, that's a statement. Chevrolet has built this car for drivers who crave track-worthy performance, without giving up the thrill of owning something unmistakably American. It's not just for die-hard Corvette fans. It's meant to tempt buyers who might otherwise never look twice at a Chevy badge. And that's where this launch gets interesting, because what we're seeing here isn't just another refresh or a slightly stronger engine. It's a bold push to break into the elite supercar league. That means eye-popping numbers, futuristic design touches, and technology that's been rumored about for years. And yet, Chevy claims they've managed to keep its soul intact. So the big question is, does the ZR1X actually have the firepower to back up these promises? Or is it just another loud entry in an already crowded field? Stick around, because the answers are in the details we're about to uncover. From the very first glance, the 2026 Corvette ZR1X makes one thing clear. Subtlety is not part of its DNA. The exterior design screams performance before you even hit the ignition. The widened stance, aggressive aero kit, and razor-sharp lines aren't just for show. They've been engineered for real aerodynamic advantage. The massive rear wing, active air channels, and low-slung front fascia make this Corvette look like it belongs on a racetrack, not a suburban driveway. And yet, despite all that aggression, there's still that unmistakable Corvette silhouette that pays homage to its roots. Step inside, and you'll notice Chevrolet didn't just throw a massive engine under the hood and call it a day. The interior feels like it belongs in a modern supercar. Alcantara and carbon fiber wrap around the cabin. The driver-focused cockpit feels snug but futuristic, and the dual display setup blends performance data with luxury convenience. It's a space that makes you want to push the limits, while still being comfortable enough for a long weekend drive. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where the ZR1X really flexes its muscles. Chevy has packed in a twin-turbocharged V8 rumored to push past 850 horsepower. That means 0 to 60 in under 2.5 seconds, putting it squarely in the ring with McLaren's 720S and Ferrari's F8 Tributo. Top speed? North of 215 miles per hour. And unlike some exotics that only shine on the track, Chevrolet insists this beast can deliver everyday usability with surprising efficiency and drive modes tailored for the street. Of course, performance isn't just about horsepower. The ZR1X features adaptive magnetic ride control, active aerodynamics, and a next-generation launch control system that promises to keep all that raw energy firmly planted to the pavement. Whether you're carving mountain roads or testing quarter-mile times, this is a car built to adapt instantly. But no car is perfect, and the ZR1X does raise some questions. With so much power under the hood, can Chevrolet really keep the price competitive with its European rivals? Will the build quality and reliability hold up under the demands of buyers expecting Ferrari-like refinement? And perhaps the biggest question, can it deliver the same emotional thrill and prestige that comes with owning a McLaren or Lamborghini? What we do know is this: Chevrolet has made bold claims, and so far the ZR1X is living up to the hype on paper. It's fast, it's fierce, and it's unapologetically American. But paper stats don't always tell the full story. The real test comes when the rubber meets the road, and that's where we'll uncover whether the Corvette ZR1X is just a headline grabber or a true game changer. Because as impressive as all this sounds, the surprises aren't over yet. The pricing strategy, the trim options, and the one feature no one expected, those are the details that could make or break this car's legacy. And that's exactly what we're about to explore next. This is the moment where all the hype meets reality. On paper, The 2026 Corvette ZR1X promised the world, but out here on the track, it had to prove it. The first launch was nothing short of jaw-dropping. That twin-turbo V8 doesn't just roar, it explodes, catapulting the car forward with a surge of power that pins you into the seat. 0 to 60? Officially clocked at 2.4 seconds. That's not just quick. That's quicker than some McLarens, quicker than certain Ferraris, and a clear shot across the bow at Europe's best. But raw speed isn't everything. The real shock came in the corners. The active aero kicked in with surgical precision. The adaptive suspension hugged the tarmac, and suddenly, this wasn't just an American muscle car brute. It felt balanced, sharp, almost unnervingly composed. You expect drama from a Corvette. What you don't expect is finesse that rivals the Italians, and yet, here's the twist. The ZR1X isn't flawless. Push it hard enough and you'll notice the weight. It's heavier than a McLaren 720S, and you feel that when transitioning through rapid chicanes. The steering, while precise, doesn't quite deliver the same telepathic feedback you'd get from a Ferrari. For purists, those are details that matter. Still, when you step back and look at the bigger picture, the ZR1X isn't just holding its ground, it's throwing haymakers. For a fraction of the price, it's delivering performance numbers and thrills that should make European manufacturers nervous. And that's where the real question hits. Is this Corvette the bargain supercar slayer America has been waiting for? Or does it still fall short of the emotional magic that makes a Ferrari or McLaren unforgettable? So after all the numbers, the design details, and the track impressions, where does the 2026 Corvette ZR1X truly stand? In one word, transformative. This is more than just the fastest, most aggressive Corvette ever made. It's Chevrolet planting a flag in territory long dominated by Europe's finest and saying, "We belong here." The pros are undeniable: staggering straight-line performance, shockingly composed handling, and a design that manages to look futuristic while still feeling unmistakably Corvette. Add in an interior that finally matches the quality of its rivals, and you've got a package that checks nearly every supercar box. But let's be real, the ZR1X isn't perfect. The weight can't be ignored, and while the steering is good, it still lacks the delicate feedback that Ferrari or McLaren owners rave about. Then there's the badge factor. For some buyers, no matter how fast this Corvette is, it may never carry the same prestige as an Italian exotic. And yet, that might be exactly the point. The ZR1X isn't trying to be a Ferrari. It's carving out its own lane, delivering jaw-dropping performance at a price that, while still high, undercuts its competition dramatically. For buyers who want supercar thrills without supercar snobbery, this is the ultimate answer. For die-hard Corvette fans, it's a dream realized. And for the broader US market, it's proof that American engineering can not only compete with Europe, but push it forward. Looking ahead, the ZR1X could mark the beginning of a new era, where American cars aren't just muscle-bound brutes, but precision instruments that demand global respect. That's its true impact. So here's the question. Is this the Corvette that finally makes you forget about chasing European badges? Or does brand loyalty still win out in the end? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the review, share it with a fellow car enthusiast, and subscribe so you don't miss the next big launch. Because if the ZR1X is any sign of the future, things are about to get very interesting.